don't know what Moya said, give me one person I want to employ. But they said that over there employ their family people because they need work. They are the person that need work and the person that they person they want there. We employ our family people, but some people are happy. Because it is a time to be happy. It is nobody time when the country is not better. It is everybody time when the country is better. And we give this as a challenge to all of you people. 2029, we may be on the ballot for the presidency. Where we will come here and say, Brother Saccoles, you people will have to appoint a commissioner for Saccoles. Brother Saccoles, they are educated people. It's not about education. It's about how well you govern your people. They got people that got degrees, they know nothing. They only pass around with 8 people and they can't achieve nothing from. Our marketeers will come to power. In every country, at least 2 million and break out of marketeers, building rather, and younger boys to empower themselves. The money is there, but everything is long way back carrying the benefit out. Because we are close. What is Paladino Yaga Koluba? You are not letting you talk. You forsake yourself. Yaga Koluba passing. Yaga Koluba passing Korea. You are telling a lot of Yaga Koluba. So the man, and we don't Yaga Koluba for that. And I'm going to walk Yaga Koluba there. You know when I want to do all that. You move your eye and want to go just get to the Yaga Koluba. You love me. You go over here. When they were coming, they said they were freedom fighters. When they were coming, they said they were liberators. But when they did, what kind of people is it? What kind of freedom fighter you building up? Freedom fighter you building up? Freedom fighter you destroy now? Thank you so much. When they were coming, they said they were liberators. When they were coming, they said they were liberators. But when they came, when they came, what kind of people? What kind of people? Freedom fighter, you raising now. Freedom fighter, you telling now. Freedom fighter, you destroy our
Hello. My phone remembers still. I heard you last night.
Broad brain tossing this growth. Music.
Oh, yes, indeed. We are back. And of course, it is a very opportunity to be back behind these microphones to engage on the issues that matter to Liberia's growth and development. Just wherever you are this morning, a pleasant way we like to welcome. Good morning, Liberia. Good morning to our friends, our followers, to those of you in the diaspora. Times for our folks, especially in the United States of America. We've seen very disturbing videos of Liberian homes and businesses being burst into by ICE officers in the Trump administration's crackdown on illegal immigrants, of course, and it has got absolutely no borders. And in the midst of all of those crackdowns, our government, on the other end, continues to take reckless actions that further endanger the safety and protection of Liberians in America. And so everybody appears to be on their own. So we are in solidarity. So we keep our pounding on the reckless attitude of the leadership in Monrovia. Monrovia is primarily responsible for what's happening to you all across the United States of America. It's important for you to understand that. Good morning. Too many things to talk about, lots of things happening in Liberia. And of course, on yesterday, we've always told you that, look, this government is not committed to building infrastructure, investing in the people, supporting welfare initiatives, supporting Liberian businesses and entrepreneurship. They are not putting money in those areas. They're rather putting money in compensation and, of course, in workshops and seminars. So on yesterday, the folks gathered in Gompa, Nimba County, for what they consider the first post-war infrastructure conference. It looks very and sounds very beautiful. But the question becomes, what is the substantive dividend from these conferences? Just another meeting where millions and millions are wasted to drink champagne, hang out in the different local hotels, waste Liberian people money, come back here, no implementation. Liberia has never been short of conferences, and conferences have never been the only or the most feasible way of developing a country. We see massive infrastructure work going on in Sierra Leone right here. We see the same in Guinea. We see it in Ghana. We're seeing it in Nigeria, Kenya, Botswana. I like the guy from Botswana, Boko. He's a very intelligent young man. These people are massively involved into infrastructural upgrade and development across their country. We hear them call B-Headable Conference for everybody to go sit down, eat chicken, drink wine, and then flex in the local hotel and come back to Monrovia feeling like they've accomplished anything. When the roads still remain unpliable, water still remain a nightmare in areas, electricity still remain off and on, no extra expansion, no new power source constructed to guarantee stable national grid. powering and all of that. So Liberia problem is a huge one. But folks will talk about that and then we'll come back to Monrovia. There is this disturbing report from Brewerville shared by journalist Charles Yates about another round of sodomy. The other time they said, well, I'm a 3, right? 3. So this time, Charles Yates reported on yesterday that the local police depot in Brewerville is investigating a case where 7 men are accused of sodomizing a young man in the Brewerville area. That means they say 7 men joined on a labor. They grabbed him. All of them went beyond the man. I mean, it's quite disturbing. But this is the Liberia under Unity Party. We should be telling you that if people bring Faggot Bennett, they will bring Faggot Bennett. This is it. We're brave to the point where so your children can walk vulnerable, boys can walk vulnerable anymore. We used to be worried about the girls, so now we have to be worried about both. Because they have the Unity Party boys. The Faggot boys are in power. The Faggot boys are back. They're entering the community, they're gang raping the young men, and of course, that's what it is. A sad reality in Liberia today. 2 landmark corruption cases have surfaced in the government. The MCSS, and of course, the Bureau of State-Owned Enterprise.
When they were coming,
we're going to look deep. What are the names? What are the figures? Liberians, when we come here, we tell you that the government is committed to stealing. We mean it. And the good thing is, the moment they demonstrate the will to want to investigate a little bit, look, all of them will be in orange jumpsuit behind bars. Because for 3 budget cycles now, all the monies they've stolen from the country, they are unable to account for them. This is the Freedom Money Rise on Freedom 87.9, where we talk deep into the issues that matter to Liberia's growth and development. Without fear nor favor, we speak truth to power. And this morning promises to be verified, because of course we're going to call names. I'm going to break some real big news for you. Because we fear nobody. So my name is Abu Sharif, and of course today is Tuesday, and the cash giveaway is also active on *255*1#. The more you play, the better your chances are to win. I think for $100 Liberian dollars, you stand a chance to win 7,500 and up to 15 or 20,000 right here on the show. Oh, okay, so it's been adjusted. I think it's the Whistle WhatsApp promotion that goes for $15 LD. Okay, and still you can win $5,000. That's a lot of money for 50 Liberian dollars. Thanks for joining. Share the show kindly. Help us share the show and drop your comments on each of these talking points right here on the People's Radio. Hagar Gona and myself, we're going to run you straight up to 10 o'clock. My name is Abu. Let's take a bath of this one. When we come back, we'll rumble through the issues right here on the big station.
Brother reached out to me about a week or so later. I have that proof here too. I will show you as well. He said, Henry, now he has seen coming to be his cow now to be milking. Let's milk the man. He said, Henry, one more freedom for one more freedom for
for musical. There are crowds in many places. In every community, you know, you can see. So if you see crime, don't put it. Don't take law in your hands. For the right authority, that it can't take care of it. Crime Stopper here for us, bringing safety to your door. Whether you rich or you poor, if you see a human target, I mean you check. Do it for your safety. If you see a don't keep it. I'm a part of people. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, let's stop crime for all of us. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door.
So,
it's just that people are getting used to the civilized aspect of life.
What is civilized about that?
So you
eating fresh.
You go to work. You go to work every day. Your partner to go to work every day. The children go to school. So you don't want to inconvenience the children where they will have to come from school.
Yeah, that's why I say that. The bigger voice say, okay, let's pull food this food in the bars.
So we are back on the internet.
You know, sour food will be eating, but will be warming. They get microwave. Then when you put it in microwave, warm it. Then the sourness will move on there for that moment and eat it. So you see why
that's one reason
from.
why LEC is even generating more revenue. And Abu, the last time we had how you call him Koluba.
Mm-hmm.
The last time we had Koluba here,
Benedict have produced or created, but anyway,
so the last time we had Benedict here, Benedict told us something that the LEC is. Let's say there are government institutions that are owing. In fact, the LEC too is generating. So the money that LEC, our two that for me, I'm still interested in knowing the 250 cents that LEC can deduct from my recharge every month, my first recharge every month. I'm still interested in knowing where that money goes.
Yeah,
who that money for? Because you can't be telling us that
I know Libango, man.
So you have to make us to understand.
LEC people then eating that money.
You have to make us to understand that at this they 250 cents that is always deducted. This is the purpose for which, because I bought my meter. I bought it. It is for me. So you can't be deducting 250 cents for what purpose? When I purchase my car every month, 250 cents. But that's why it is. We're not supposed to buy meter, but people who working for LEC they're stealing the meter, selling it. And even LEC now, the LEC has made it legal that meters are being sold.
Okay, so yesterday, over the weekend, our neighboring Guinea had its inauguration, and of course, leaders from across Africa were there. The president of Rwanda was there, John Dramani Mahama was there, Mada Bio, and of course our own Joseph Boakai was there, but he was sleeping actually. I don't know whether you saw that. So
I was so occupied with it.
And that is that. So on yesterday, former President George Weah issued a very profound statement of congratulations to the president, right, elect from the December 2025 polls in Guinea, who got inaugurated as well on, was it Sunday or Saturday? One of them.
I think it was on Sunday.
Yeah. So that is to say that the junta or the military regime has transitioned to the democratic leadership, right? And now the focus is on seeing how Mamadi is able to translate his promises to the people of Guinea and of course the sub-region, because he has also expressed the desire to rejoin ECOWAS and the EU. As a result of the military action, there were some suspension of things that happened. So
and they too left.
Exactly. So, but they did not join the Sahel arrangement that Burkina Faso, Niger, and Mali tried to put together. So they have always been under their, I don't know, that tail lane or what kind of lane. So as we are told, he has expressed his desire to rejoin it for mutual, regional, and sub-regional cooperation, whether in trade, commerce, and all of that. So leaders were there embracing and of course, giving him the opportunity, like some would say, collaborating at a time of transition, whether that means that the Pan-African solidarity still holds in the face of every other thing that happened. So our own George Manneh Weah wrote this piece, right? And it says, a message of congratulations to His Excellency Mamadi Doumbouya on his inauguration as President of the Republic of Guinea, January 19, 2026. I extend my heartfelt congratulations to President Mamadi Doumbouya on his inauguration as the 5th President of the Republic of Guinea, following his victory at the polls of December 2025. Congratulations also to the people of Guinea, who demonstrated their commitment to a peaceful and prosperous future by participating peacefully in these significant elections. I look forward, and this is the point that I like. that I think we should think about and think and rethink it, right? Say, I look forward to greater stability in the region. You see, the man is an opposition leader, but the man is more worried about. It's not like you saw what Sadio Mane demonstrated in the Senegal game. So leadership, sometimes it's not the man that wearing the crown. And this is the case with Liberia. The degree of leadership that we are seeing enjoying this country, the stability, the peace, the cohesion, right? As fragile as it is, the maintenance of that we are enjoying here is an exquisite leadership demonstrated by the man who is outside of the executive mansion. This place will be in chaos. So sometimes leadership is not only the man, it's not explicitly demonstrated by the man wearing the crown. Sometimes you're not with the crown, but it is your leadership that's keeping the ship steady. And this is what we are seeing. So we provide a foundation for the economies of the Mano River Basin to flourish. I am also eager to explore ways in which we can collaborate in the future. Higa, what do you think about that?
I think George Weah is instead playing the leadership role in our country, and he's, in fact, whether we should say the acting president, but he's playing that more responsible role as a leader, and that's what you should be speaking as. Because when you are a leader, you should be speaking in a way and form that gave hope to the needed people, that preach peace, rather, because trust me, there are people who follow you. And once you speak, those people go, they get re-energized, they get renewed hope. So listening and reading the statement that came from the former president, I think I'm not surprised. I should say I'm not actually surprised, because he's always noted to be that man of peace, and that's what he's portraying.
That's correct. So let's check executive mansion and see whether the man wearing the crown wrote anything. I mean, this is in the spirit of regional solidarity, and of course, an expression of goodwill on the part of the former president, something that should come from the man in the executive mansion, right, to create and re-establish, mutual cooperation. And these things are important. These things are important in bilateral relationship, especially when there are intervals where screens happen and people have to rebuild and all of that is important. But the point we're trying to make is, why is former President Weah seemingly demonstrating more leadership, right, as former president, as compared to the man in the mansion? All he does is he relished the opportunity to fly private jet. He went to Conakry in a very gigantic private jet, made no statement, sat there, witnessed the occasion, and just looking like that. I mean, just go back to the program and watch it. So we like to join former President Weah and say congratulations to the people of Guinea, and of course our eyes are eagerly open and watching to see whether indeed the transition has happened, and whether there will be the restoration of these fundamental civil rights, the opportunity for free press, the opportunity for freedom of expression will be restored now that there is no more constitutional suspension. So these constitutional rights will be restored to Guineans, and they will have the opportunity to do just what any fledgling democracy can do. That's what Mamadi should be willing to accept, and of course he should be open to critique.
The executive mansion is just speaking about the president's presence there.
Yeah, so they're not issue any. So here there is this song that was made for the general there, right? So let's take a bars of it, right, for our friends. There are folks that can follow up from Guinea too. So this one for all of you.
Mogobana. For the Mogobana. Alani Mansayana. Mansaya Idagani. Kufai Mansaya Idagani. Alani Isa Mansayana. Musura Kute. Mumfinye. Mbuya. Alani Isa Mansayana. Musura Kute. Inale Segera. Ibari Segera. Ibanyemina. Inala Segera. Mamadi, Mbuya, Alani Samasayana, Masekome. Kisike Masaya Yidina, Kitele Masaya Yidina, Alamiso, Ikini Yerese, Masaya Yidakani, Kufai Masaya Yidakani.
Okay, Monsieur le Président de la République de Guinée, Mamadi Général Mamadi Doumbouya. Félicitations.
Aiko Kenyaro, Laila Oro Yaka, Aita Manyaro, Ajamanyula Diana.
So this piece is by legendary Guinean musician Fode Barrow, and this is a special dedication to the President of the Republic of Guinea, Mamadi Doumbouya, on his election and subsequent inauguration as president of that neighboring republic. And so all eyes are on him and what he's going to do. What he's going to pardon the opposition, allow full-fledged opposition politics, and lift a suspension on ESPAS until a critical opposition media outlet. In the absence of all of these, that means the heavy-handed military rule still continue. Okay, so that is that. Thanks to former President Weah for the leadership demonstrated and all of that. So yes, now let's come home and talk about the issues. So on yesterday, Stan Mobile Molu issued a press statement, addressing how the regime in Liberia, Hagar, for the most part, seemed to equate critical. When people are critical, then that thing is translated to being, treasonous.
Yeah.
Say the expression of protest now is equal to treason. And when that happens, like most people will say, that means there is a growing attitude of tyranny in the republic. So, but this is it, folks. Anybody is just subject. Today, tomorrow, they can come grab you and put treasonous charges on you for no reason, say because people protested. So you go and put criminal charges on them. You're arresting them and dragging them to court here, there, yonder, and all of that. So I sent you some kind of stuff from Ganta on the conference from the LTA Commissioner Clarence Masakwe, where he briefly summarized why they are gathered in Gompa City on yesterday, right? For what the government has described as the first post-war infrastructure conference. First post-war infrastructure conference. Mind you now, before even entering the executive mansion, this is a government and the president that promised the first 100 days that all primary rules in Liberia will be pliable. That was the promise, right?
Mm-hmm.
The feel on it. And then subsequently, when they took office, $22 million was given to the Ministry of Public Works to ensure that primary rules are conditioned and made pliable. 2 years later, They fail on that. There's still the routine constraints that Liberians have faced across the country, and about rules and bar rules and all of that. Now, entering to the third year of the administration, they say they have. It is now that they're getting this. They say first they were stupid, so now they get sense. Now they're having post-war infrastructure conference, and basically to do what? According to them, to sit down around the table, all the sector actors, every infrastructure, agency, whether it's water and sewer, blah blah blah. Say they didn't get RDF, so they won't sit down in one room now and talk and see whether they can find idea on how to fix Liberia infrastructural deficits. I mean, that this is basically what it will interpret as. After squandering the resources for 2 years, the folks are saying they didn't get a solution, they didn't get idea, right? So now they're going to Gompa, they'll sit down there, all of them, water and sewer men will come. Because water and sewer men, for example, so CDC thing that was coming through the pipe, so you almost finished exhausting all CDC thing now. So the idea on how to pick up from there in the next 4 years and do something is they didn't get sense on it. So all of them carry their head in Gompa, they go sit down there. Then they will sit around the table and brainstorm. So they will borrow people will go sit down there and lecture, then they will take that one and say, oh, that was a rest agenda. So you see, when people express that this government has zero clue on exactly what it wants to do, all of their interests were just desperately in showing that they have an opportunity to the national cake. They've gotten that. But now accountability questions are being asked. So they are obligated to saying something. So they don't. This is an admission to failure because these initiatives should have been from the very get-go. After 2 years budget wasted, squandered, stolen, and you come and say you're having conference. There's other side to that. So listen to Clarence Massacre, Colina Kra Tupa side chick. I know that he the side chick now that they get a side chick. Because there's supposed to be 2 married people, right? There's supposed to be 2 married people, right? So when 2 married people,
the chairman for LTA is Mr. Clarence Massacre.
You people,
the front page.
Thank you. It's a pleasure. Thank you, Franklin.
Let them know your presence here today.
Well, as you may be aware, there is a national, we call it the first post-war infrastructure conference being held here in Kanta, Nima County. And the conference brings together all of us stakeholders in the managing infrastructure, whether it's telecommunication or electricity, or it's water and sanitation, or roads. So we are all gathered here to highlight the different issues, the different gaps within the sector. So the president was here. Obviously, you followed the opening. So this is intended to bring the stakeholders within the sector to discuss the infrastructure holistically, and be able to identify the different gaps, the different funding opportunities, the different investment opportunities. And at the end of the conference, we will collate all of the issues that are raised, all of the gaps are identified, the financing needs, and we validate those points, not in this workshop, not in this conference, but there will be a validation period. And following that, we are sector players to determine new steps that the government could take to address these gaps, whether it's in the space of financing, methodology.
So that means all the things they own, they even know what to
So
do.
there will be a whole
They
government
will know the gap.
So you see,
They know what
national
to do.
authority
So they're
get,
having the conference when it's finished, they will
presented. So
collate
it's a whole
all
government
of what they
approach.
will
Hopefully, the
generate from
conference will
there.
be able to bring ideas
Then they will
that
go and validate all that one at time will like bring people.
in terms of infrastructure.
So what role will you be
All the
playing
one at time.
in LTA?
So for those of you saying now, wait.
As you may be aware, the generally, and this is not a brag, generally we are all happy about physical roads, going to the southeast, going to the different parts of the country. But if you follow the presentation in there, everybody who spoke, everybody who will speak after today,
All right,
will
Mula, man.
always
So
end
basically,
by
that is
saying
just to
that
tell you, I just
that we need technology. We need to digitize. So technology is the
So they got to go grant that, they see them that we are out there to do. First of all, to know what labor problems are across a different sector. And then after this, I have gotten an understanding of what labor problems are. Then they will have to go into another conference to validate it. Another money will be then from that validation now, before they will start talking about sourcing funding, looking for the resources. Before feasibility studies then will start. Then boom, in 2029, campaign Benekan. Then you ask them, oh, what did you do for the 6 year? Say, y'all got a cure things, let's continue. We already got the things in place. You see the feasibility, we finish collecting the stuff. This is nonsense. Absolute nonsense. But you know what? There's a reason why the government is proceeding the way she is. And it's deliberate, simply because the government focus has been to steal from you rather than working for you.
So it sounds interesting. And I was just sitting back and checking out some things in relation to what Clarence and his guys are saying. But Abu, this is just to again prove that what we said, that those guys had nothing to campaign about. So what they could do is to manufacture lies and lie to the Liberian people and deceive them for their support. If you look and listen to all of the campaign messages that came out from the Unity Party in the 2023 election, there was no concrete plans on how they thought back then that they could transform the country and improve the living condition of people. So that's what Bouaka said to you in his first 100 days. He will ensure that car will not get stuck any part of the country. But he did not tell you how he intended to implement that promise. So the implementation aspect, Liberians weren't told about that. Now, to this point, the government got elected 2023, got sworn in 2024. And we are in 2026, the 20th of January, 2 years, 2 days gone since the government got inaugurated. And today or yesterday, Clarence and his boss and other government officials were brave to tell us that yesterday they went out to plan on what they want to do for the country. And this is why we Liberians again should blame ourselves. In as much as we know that people can lie, you don't know everybody's heart, it is sometimes important to ask the critical questions, the hard questions. When people come to you with promises, sit and read between the lines. Ask yourself and ask them how you intend to implement those promises or those things you are saying.
Sure, because we are on Facebook.
Yes, we are.
No, we are
okay,
not.
there is an issue with this.
We're not on Facebook.
Yeah, you're
right
about that.
YouTube we're on. So why he got tried to do that? Because I just noticed that, of course, we hiring, right? So, and these things are happening. The government wasted all of this time and periods without doing anything right? Because a friend reached out and wanted to follow, because there is an interesting conversation that will end up this discussion with. That is the silent killer that's going on right now, and the government is acting as if to say they are not aware. Are you aware that as we speak, health practitioners, critical health practitioners in the critical sector are on a go slow?
Mhm.
As we speak? We'll get there. And it has been for weeks. People are dying at the different public facilities. Don't get surgery issue, you go to the hospital right now. Right? The guys have been on this go slow for over a week, and the government and Ministry of Health have done absolutely nothing meaningful to mitigating the concern and ensuring the return of these practitioners to the hospitals to take care of our people. And our people are dying. The president is flying here and there, going places, passing around, and others are dying. When the president was ill, sick, dejected, and needed help, people went to him. The condition that he was in, he is not considering and thinking about it, as others are going through the very same situation that he was in, and there is a pronouncement of a strike action that's definitely going to affect these people, and the government, the president, has not done nothing about it.
So
but let's talk about this the conference in Nimba, and then come down to why we think all this delay happened, right? With critical reports we are getting: graft, stealing, corruption, money laundering, right? Here, let's go to the first story about the MCSS. You've been complaining. MCSS, no chair for the students. The roofs are leaking. Teachers not in the classroom, right? The court. I send you the link. You want to put it on something. The court has issued.
So I think
The report.
our messenger, I see Facebook is active now. So our messenger is active now.
Our Facebook Live, yeah. So
Yeah,
we're
Facebook is
please share because a lot of people are kind of like reaching out.
Yeah,
So this is it. MCSS official face charges of money laundering, bribery, and criminal conspiracy. The Monrovia Consolidated School System, right? Officials there. Basically, these are people that are supposed to be training the next breed. The next breed of leaders, administrators, doctors in this country. And that kind of sacred center. You see, institutions of discipline are the family, the schools, the religious center, right? But under the Unity Party and Bwakai, right, all of these fabric have become corrupted. And that's how you see Kotu Brandon tend to town crier for politician defense. All that. Here's it.
Let's get it from here.
Go ahead.
So this is it. The first judicial circuit court of Montserrado County has formally indicted Mr. Kabina Keita, insurance broker at the Ministry of Commerce and Small Scale Industry, or the MCSS, and Madam Sunita Danga, Director for Curriculum Development and Instruction at the MCSS, on multiple criminal charges. The case is being prosecuted by the Liberia Anti-Corruption Commission, or the LACC. The grand jury for Montserrado County found probable cause that the defendants engage in money laundering, bribery, and criminal conspiracy, all of which carry significant penalties under Liberian law. According to the indictment, the two officials allegedly conspired to channel LRD 8,279,500 in bribe payment through Madam Danga's personal account to the MCSS administration.
Okay, so who is Madam Danga in the read?
She's the head for curriculum
Director for
Director
Curriculum
or
Development and Instruction at the MCSS, has been charged on multiple criminal charges, held for multiple criminal charges. And one is an $8,279,500 Liberian dollars. He got to do the conversion. In what? Bribery. Bribery under the law is what? Crime. Right? They gave her the receiver. So imagine spending 8 million Liberian dollars to bribe, and think about what this amount of money was paid to bribe for. You can imagine the degree of thievery that was happening, that you had to pay this sum to bribe. So these are the common practices across government agencies. The one that not count all yet, ain't count all yet. We are doing an investigation on the Liberia Electricity Regulatory Authority. Let me just say, and it will shock you. They bug on their feed, they down there, they eating, they milking, nobody about on them, so they enjoying themselves. And now they can't fix anything because they already finished damage the mouth already. They finished damaging the thing. So we only want to lay our hands on necessary and relevant document to come to the public with it. We got all men in there, but let them just know that we on their back. So this is it. 8,279,500 Liberian dollars here.
It's over 43,000 USD.
US dollars. That Mrs. Duncan and other officials at the MCSS pay in bribes for personal, and this money was paid
through a personal account.
Yeah, through a personal account. The funds were reportedly intended to secure and maintain Mr. Keita's brokerage position at the ministry. So MCSS people money, they stood their money to MCSS, they took it to go pay to bribe for Mr. Keita to get his own position in the Ministry of Commerce. You guys getting the logic? I don't know, maybe there's some kind of boyfriend and girlfriend thing going on somewhere. Who knows? Maybe further social investigation needs to be done. Because how you to MCSS, you go in the people call what, you take money from there, then you go bribe to Ministry of Commerce for somebody else to get another job, maybe for them to in the future connive and be stealing a lot of things and all of these things. So there are always motive. That's why the investigations are important. These charges are outlined as follows. Money laundering. What money laundering means is when you take money that does not belong to you, they are dirty money, but then you pass it through system to make it like a clean money and you send it to somewhere. So you take it from MCSS, steal it from MCSS, send it to the Ministry of Commerce. Or illegal money not coming, drug money not coming, then you're using your office and your institution to clean the money and pull it outside. Right? First degree felony, moving the concealment, transfer, and use of funds derived from criminal activities in violation of Anti-Money Laundering and Terrorist Financing Act of 2012. Terrorist money, criminal money, you pass it through the MCSS, you give Mr. Keita 8-something million Liberian dollars out of it. Fellow Liberians, you always say rescue government, not stealing rescue government, a responsible government. That responsible government here be stealing in the millions and bribing people and taking terrorist money, right? Criminal conspiracy, second degree felony for agreeing and acting to commit illegal acts. Contrary to Title 26, Section 10.4 of the Penal Code, the grand jury concluded that the defendants had no affirmative defense, and their alleged actions violated Liberian law, undermining the peace and dignity of the state. So what are they still doing there? So if Mr. President should go ahead and implement the law, right, almost everybody in the government will be dismissed and prosecuted for corruption across all the sectors. All of them. There is mass looting of the country going on here, guys.
Abu, there is another story again involving corruption,
Mhm.
and I think they were part of those indicted yesterday.
Okay.
This is the
The BSE.
the BSE
Bureau of State
Bureau of State
Enterprise.
Enterprises, yeah.
Right here.
So again,
Mhm.
the First Judicial Circuit Court, Montserrado County, has formally indicted several senior officials.
We now move from MCSS.
That MCSS
we
one
go
different.
to the guys in their own bypass right here.
bypass right here. The First Judicial Circuit Court, Montserrado County, has formally indicted several senior officials of the Bureau of State Enterprises,
Mhm.
or the BSE, on multiple criminal charges, including economic sabotage, theft, misapplication of entrusted property, and criminal conspiracy. The case is being prosecuted by the Liberia Anti-Corruption Commission, similarly. The defendants include Honorable Arthur Massaquoi, former Director General, Mr. Matthew F. Cotio, as Comptroller, Ms. Kalinia Michelle, Honorable Valley F. Sanon, Isaac C. Bakula, Josephine Ya Dan, and Mr. Mohammed V. Fufana. They are accused of misusing public funds, engaging in fraudulent transactions, and facilitating contracts with personal financial benefits.
Yeah, hold it right there. When the people are supposed to be rescuing us, what does the court say? The court say they are there misusing public funds, engaging in fraudulent transactions, and facilitating contracts with personal financial benefit, not the country benefit. So when someone all brave the storm, we say we'll stand in the gap to expose this government. Anytime you see anybody talking for the government, they benefiting someone, they stealing money. And then when you see them come, suddenly then I mean they won't get fatter in our money.
Our
men from the money sector that were talking yesterday. Right? So understand the whole drill. And that. So ours is to come to the Liberian people and say, you know, the politicians, they are having their things. But look, they're robbing the country too much. Be aware. Stop being deceived and fooled to believing that all is okay simply because United Party now has power and that you cannot critically perform your role as a reasonable these Liberians that have opted to compromise, right, the interests of the country for their personal benefit. You think they're more Liberian than you? It should hurt you that few Liberians would think that they can steal all of what belongs to everybody and it's okay. And you be there sitting and you think your life is supposed to be riding can get you out. You think it's supposed to be saying I'm begging you out?
So let's add to this the monetary value of their action.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that one.
According to the indictment,
Mhm.
and I was saying that they quote. So when you hear indictment coming from the court, then they see that I see that the law. According to the indictment,
Okay.
Honorable Massaquoi and Mr. Cotio allegedly authorized payments totaling over USD 71,000
Mm-hmm.
and LRD 3.8 million to staff and contractors without verifiable justification or evidence of work performed.
Okay, just hold it right there. So, what this line is saying, these two senior officials of the Bureau of State Enterprise could have operated, right, nefariously and authorized payments from the entity's account, right, totaling 71,000 Liberian dollars and 3.8 million United States dollars. No, 3.8 million Liberian dollars and 71,000 US dollars. Without any verifiable justification or evidence of work performed. So they just grab their friend and somewhere and see them. They made payment to them. They can show what kind of work they men do, what kind of contract that was signed, nothing. Just take the country money and share it. This thing.
Additionally, let's go to this. Additionally, that for money here, but a different one.
Yeah. In fact, there's a small one there.
Additionally, payments intended for vendors were reportedly directed to staff and other individuals. 68,000 $961, and of course, LRD 8.4 million.
Okay. So you see why local vendors are struggling? They can get their money. When you go to government entity, you perform services for them. So at the Bureau of State Enterprise, these vendors are there. All the vendors you're listening to, you're supposed to go start protesting there right now. Right? The money that's supposed to pay to them. So the leadership that are accused in these findings, right? They go ahead in the entity, they identify staff and start partitioning the money, sharing it among them. The vendors' money, they share it among them. Can you imagine the audacity?
And there is another troubling part of that.
Go ahead.
Procurement activities involving Benefit Trading International, officials allegedly pre-selected the company for contracts
against PPCC
to supply stationery and cleaning materials to the BSE before the official bid evaluation process was completed.
So before even doing normally just know now there's a pattern. They will select public websites can do it.
They already get that.
They will select the company. They will even make payment and you go put that one there for face value.
And then this is it. Invoices totaling USD. They give you specific amounts. So this is the most troubling one. Because the amount here, if all those investigations are done, Abu, the amount could be hitting more than the ones that have been already mentioned. So invoices totaling USD reportedly issued for services and materials under suspicious circumstances. Yeah, that.
So the other company here, they get it. Internet say you go check your order, not even real company. They just get some of their men and they go they put something together. The people will rape their country here when finish. And when these people finish, when you stand Baka somewhere, you know, when he leave the presidency, when you stand him somewhere and tell him some of these things, Baka instead will be surprised. He said, really? So I was just saying these are the things they were doing to the country. But because you know why, Mr. President, you will not most likely you'll be astonished to hear them, because you're not providing oversight, and then you have created a room where you are taking gifts from your officials. The president is taking gifts from your officials. These officials across the sector, that's why you see when the president going bombing, all of them can just join to go there. All of them can get a president envelope, the president and his wife. So the entire system is aware that the presidency is vulnerable. You go to Katumu Baka, you get a gift. She don't care to ask how you get the money. Wherever. Oh, where, yeah. Oh, I'm Kotio from Bureau of State Enterprise. Oh, follow. We just can speed to follow. I like there. And yeah, follow by. And you know. And this is what's happening. So that is restraining the president from exercising adequate oversight over his executive officials. And the officials are there. They're doing all kinds of despicable things with the Liberian people money. They do not even care to violating the laws any longer. And what happens actually, to balance it all, they know that when the public get to know, there will be public resentment and all of this. So people are also sharing bribe money with the police, so that in the event where commotion, breaks out in an entity, they call the police. Gregory will be on the standby to send armed police officer and waste tear gas. So everybody so once you take care of the executive mansion, the president home, right? Then you take care of the police. As soon as something happens, they run there quick with the fire tear gas, right? To intimidate people from standing up to you, then you're good. Didn't we see it with same thing? We saw it with same thing. And that's how disabled people, blind people got tear gas and beaten with batu. Same thing, after refusing to pay the children, to pay the people transportation and setting fees for the conference that they had at Ministerial Complex. When the people insisted that you will not leave until you make full payment, he went in a corner and place a call to LMP and sort of whole pick or low coming for the disabled letter or going on war front. This is the attitude, fellow Liberians. So, who are the problems? You are sitting, your country is being wrecked. We're stealing from the country. They're signing deals where they're taking bribes. They're not factoring the interest of the nation in this conversation any longer. Liberian businesses are struggling because you know what? Government is the biggest, buyer or biggest market, so to speak. But go to NTA. NTA collects stationery credit from almost all the Liberian stationery stores across Monrovia.
When they're doing
They can pay.
when they're doing business with you, when they credit, they'll jump from there.
They'll jump and go to
person.
another person. Look at BSE, right? You credit the people till they finish supplying you. Then you share the people money among your staff for you to go chill. They December, yeah. Like I said, the men only did the one chilling, traveling, they're going for weekend. Most of them celebrated their Christmas outside the country.
I didn't want made the December to be named 30 December.
30 December. They went outside the country. Ghana, that day they went flex. Because you know what the post say? The post say when they flexing you from you, at the time you will say they corrupt. So they play low key, they get on the plane, swear, they go Ghana, they dirty, they good.
They're taking all the pictures, they're keeping it, but they can't post it because when they post it, you question them by that, so they can take it and save it on their phone.
So these are the problems. If you see why up to now, the road the president promised cannot be built, is because the officials are not interested in building the roads. Rather, his officials are interested in enriching themselves. And the evidence is walking on the street. This is the point in Liberia where you talk about corruption, but then you see that corruption is actually real. Every day you see it. Go to the Lofa Community College. Isn't it the same thing? Right? Why do you think the guys at the Lofa Community College in Lofa are being protected? Because they have some degree of connection with the president's family. And everybody is seeking just to have that rapprochement with the president's family. And this our first lady, we have to be careful. This first lady, because of her taste for money, is going to run this country into mess. That everybody feel once you can go, you take care of the first lady, you protect her. You know how many people the first lady protecting? She didn't even know them. But just by the fact that they can visit her and leave envelope there, the woman cool. Everybody that her son. So no accountability. They go there, they drop envelope. 2 years now, first lady office. Tell me one humanitarian undertaking that she has done. 2 years now, first lady office.
And Abu, you can remember the last time I came here with a whole list of names that the first lady recommended at the Ministry of Health. I still got that list in my possession, and that list includes some of Pwaka's relatives who are making over 4,000. You want challenge it, we can put it back on the screen. We get all the things, we can tell you we can get it, we keep it. We got all of these things. The first lady recommended people at the Ministry of Health. In fact, demanding the minister and her deputy for administration, Martha Morris, to a point that how you saw they started taking people from Mosurado and carrying them to where government hospital. I mean, where they get Vigo. They start taking drivers from Monrovia, sending them there because they wanted to inconvenience them so they can resign by themselves to create space for the names that the first lady submitted. So the first lady is one of the most terrible person in this entire country. Just that
she's not helping.
It's just that we maybe we just choose to be quiet on her.
She's not helping.
But she's more terrible.
She's not spending money on the vulnerable children, the street children. She's not spending money on them. The disabled people, she's not spending money on them. We're not seeing programs. We don't hear about programs or initiatives from the first lady's office. Nothing, what have you. She's just quietly there wearing plenty face beat right? Foundation on her face, putting all kind of different color, green, yellow, face beat. Every now and then, and when you go to one other entity, they say, oh, and they both they fuel they both in. And how do we know? They are the very people that tell us that these people are protected the fuel they put in. Oh, these people they protect the fuel they put in. And I'm told Baka can't even say a war in front of her face.
So the people they appointed at the Ministry of Health, guess the fun. When they are driving and maybe they are on their bus and somebody is on that bus playing Freedom FM, they can be heavy plow with you. So they are the ones that feel like they are in charge because they came through the first lady's recommendation. So that they wanted like be making plow with people to not play Freedom FM in their car or whatever.
But who cares? Who cares about whether they play Freedom FM in their car?
That very car that Martha Morris was taking passing around from Sierra Leone to Bon County to be attending family members' activities, all of that, we had to sit down here on the very Freedom FM. That you see the money play in that car, we had to sit down here before they started making gasoline or fuel available for that car to carry you. I know whether you're still collecting your own money to buy fuel. But today I'll be sitting there, but we even get your answer, so I don't want to waste time.
So this is it. You are arguing every day. Some of you wake up from your house, you're hungry, you go to the nearby Hatay Center, you're defending the government, blah blah blah. Look at the millions. Are they better librarians than you are? Public money. This is not private money, right? And they're being held culpable of violating financial prudence laws and, of course, accused of money laundering, corruption, false contracting, and all of that. In the millions, fellow Liberians. Let me see who can here now and say you can't defend, say, oh, the public. So where the public working? All they was, and when people talk and say, oh, the public working, and say, where the public? And some of them that telling you, oh, the public working, they can't even quote the 2 times a day. That is the irony. So how you can be so, I don't know, mean to yourself that you're comfortable with poverty, you're comfortable with hunger. To be comfortable, hunger is the highest degree of stupidity. The highest degree. You're comfortable with poverty. I mean, self-inflicted poverty. You see it. This is everything is open now. Hey, God, unlike before, right? Where things right now, the young people brave enough. We're not making up things. You know how many fast checkers they have here? They are our friends. We come here. That's why we know our role, right? We are conveyors. We are not, those that make the news. We're not a newsmaker. So when they make the news, we grab it, we come here. Basically, as political commentators, we provide you the commentaries. And that is to simplify, right? Explain the consequences, the effect, and paint a picture where you have a full understanding of what this action means. That's what we do. Those are the stress and emphasis that we add to the news. That sets us apart from a man who is just reporting, reporting. When the man finish reporting, we come here, we dig more, and of course, provide the contextual framework under which you understand what is going on. So, in a nutshell, what is going on at BSE and of course MCSS is industrial stealing, that the nation ought to stand up and challenge the system to ensure that these attitudes cease and they must not continue. Let's take calls. Let's hear from the people. This is your country. This is your country money. Go visit any of the public schools and see the latrine. Go to the latrine. Go to the facilities and see what our children are subjected to. And you're hearing these millions are being stolen and being diverted from the entity's cover. Roofs are leaking. Benches are broken. We are not in the age where we are having conversation about, maybe taking transition to the digital age where our classroom will be, even in the analog stage, we are still backward. This is absolutely, embarrassing. But you find some of these, hungry boys looking for rent will come here. Oh, the papi working.
Yeah, when we can feel like calling every day, they made people to know you so they can start giving you small thing.
So let's open the phone lines again. 0776 104 104 086 500 104 plus 231 86 500 104. Big corruption in the country. Big corruption issue in the government. Right? The court itself, the LACC itself has come out. So we want to encourage the LACC to continue from agency to agency. You see what happened. Good morning. Let's hear you.
Good morning, Ida. Good morning, my brother. How are you?
Good morning.
Fine.
Yeah, I'm here to say I want every company on the video this morning. Yeah.
Go ahead.
I'm calling for a running piece in there. I want to, it's so easy to say that, maybe when you know the president, when you know the president, and get to your fact checking. You see, the running of the institution or government that people were talking about. Let's be frank. The friend is not in charge on each of the friend office. The person are in charge. Check the superintendent from Bongate. To work on that, the president on the more than the friend. When you get any information, get check that information, you will know what to do.
The friend in the office?
In charge line to the public. Let's check it. Superintendent of Bongate, he complete one after the office. What are they? The friend in the office.
Okay, thank you very much. Good morning. I told you, I said people can go look for a college. So the friend is over looking at it. You just want to go there and then you can operate. Morning, go ahead. Oh my God. Okay, this. Good morning.
Good morning, Abu. And good morning to Ega.
Good morning.
This is the common.
Using the fuel of it to shield corrupt people in the country. This is disgusting. Go ahead.
It's very, very important. Salim got bigger, public bigger as a head of state. But anyway, that's the book. It says, even in a quest to be, reactions, they are still filled with flaw and detection. So this government, even the public is clear with the responsibility to fight corruption, which is the LACC. Why do we see a lot of check flying from that LACC? I don't know how far to go with the investigation. But we told that during the last issue of course. This new guy as president was fired by for corruption. This man was fired by gold. Don't make it president. You cannot take longer the money banana than the issue of course. Anyway, you win, you destroy. Anyway, you win, it set apart. It puts the seven every over. So what you will do is you will tackle that law, you will look over that law, you will cause stagnation and chaos all over the place, and then you will leave the scene. That's how it's there. From the day he came to the scene, there is nothing of success story behind. Everything about that corruption, that stealing, that criminality. Thank you, money, for allowing me to air my views.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for participating.
And more calls on 0776 104 104. Hello, good morning. Good morning. Morning.
Good morning.
Morning, sir.
Freedom FM.
Mm-hmm.
Is it Freedom FM?
Yeah,
Go ahead.
Freedom,
This is
Go
Freedom.
ahead, you're live.
Freedom FM?
Go ahead, you're live.
Yes. My name is MG. I'm calling from Makibi, Lower Makibi. You're talking about Cotto Brown. When people talking about
We ain't talking about Cotto Brown.
Cotto Brown is of retirement as young man.
Oh.
So according to what we are hearing about our president that is background capacity,
I don't know. Maybe the Oma wants to say something about Cotto Brown. Bishop, the Oma get mail for you. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Go ahead, you live.
My name is Joseph Mena calling from Broadway. Hello?
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Yeah, as you say, my brother, it's kidding. You know what it means to you right now? It means most of them is safe. They have zero horses there. Most of the property that they're using the family there, they put it there because they know that the past government were boasting all around and say, oh, yeah, they have money. So that's strategy they put use. They put what just like you see when you go to the various entities, even ones of Rena, then double roll, then we know. Roll is good. But you see most of the rules there, they drink it, it's clock. The way people think about it, all the streets are dirty. Up Jamaica area, just Jamaica. See how the place looking like.
Thank you very much. We're talking about living corruption that's going on there. Go ahead. Morning.
Yeah. Well, I'm a secretary, so I was speaking from those.
Okay.
We are another. We are not to panic or worrisome about what happened, but we are aware that this Baga government cannot so for MCSS, you won't get the money for that. But children said no cheers, if the places are leaking, it's not supposed to us. Because we know what if people keep the power for. So all time is freedom and friendly for helping us in society to bring out these broken people who keep the power with the partner and interact to speak for the Labrador people. But we are sitting back very soon. It will be on it. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank
you very much. Thank you very much. Hey, I want you to put the video, the picture. No, the picture with the children fetching water from the river. In this age and time, when we are talking about all these millions are going out from the country, right? In this time, they want that the children will come to the one too. The government school will come to that, right? In this age and time, this is the country we are talking about, where millions and millions are being, right? Millions, no, go to the other one. Millions and millions, right? This is right here in Montserrado County. According to Mo Ali, he has provided water. The government people argue that they provided water. This is the life of our people. Let's take Pew.
Uptown morning. Uptown?
Good morning, gentlemen. How you guys doing?
Relatively okay. Go ahead.
Okay. Actually, I want to. What's going on? I'm calling from somewhere around the South Indian Ocean, on one of these islands. Look, I just called in one because of the topic, and you guys talking about corruption. You know, from the moment I got around the islands where I'm on vacation currently, I get so pissed off my own country, Liberia, you know, because it baffled me, right? It baffled me a whole lot to see people who are surrounded by oceans, right? They are so organized, so developed, so clean. Mm-hmm. And when I ask a question from the airport to my hotel, I ask the guy, what you guys actually surviving on? And someone going to tell me that they are surviving on tourism and sugar. Because they grow a lot of sugar cane, so they export sugar from the islands. Like, who are we then? Because it pain me here to see in Liberia, everything we always boast about is academic. When you get people who want to change Liberia, the first thing about try to bring your academic credential. And those who have the academic credential have proven nothing but absolute chaos.
They're stealing. Those United Party men can learn book to steal from the country. United Party people can learn book to steal. Don't be bragging. I went to school in Harvard.
Like in the Middle East, the gas is a curse. Gas is a curse to Venezuela. Gas is a curse to Afghanistan and other Middle East countries. It's almost like academic is a curse to Liberia because when use academic bring our country down.
Are you academic?
It pay me.
Okay, I'm done.
Some people who can change our country and forget about academic and focus on our country.
All right, Uptown. All right.
Thank you very much. Right. So here guys going to share the video of the students somewhere in the southeast. I'm sure Sano. Right. Right. Somewhere in the southeast protesting. Why were they protesting? No chairs, no teachers in the classroom. But MCSS cover is being depleted with millions of Liberian dollars and thousands of United States dollars, over hundreds of thousands of United States dollars. Public schools, money, have been siphoned, right? Yeah, they. They're protesting simply because look, WAS is around the corner, and because government has not been coming forth, the teachers have not been getting paid, so instructors are not coming to the classroom. Then when the children fail, they say, "Oh, I went to that's Syria." They don't take that. The children have to come out to protest. Where is he? The student coming to the wild. How do we reconcile this? The rescue government putting from a sector where the kids cannot have teachers in their classroom, they cannot have seats, they're sitting on the ground, the bare floor, and millions are being siphoned by few hands of individuals with no real. It is a cultural thing. Stealing from the people is a culture embedded within the DNA of the Unity Party, and that's what we are seeing. They feel like when they go to school, they can steal from the people, and it's okay. The bill must remain there. And this is what we are talking about. Let's take 3 more calls and then we'll transition to the health sector. 0776 104 104 086 500 104 plus 231 86 500 104. The numbers to call. You'll be live. Today we're talking corruption. We're talking about breakdown in our institutions. Why these institutions are the way they are. In the country, for us to be having these kinds of emergencies going on, and the government is making it to appear as if this is okay because they and their children are not going to the hospitals here, and that's why these abandonment are going on. The government not taking any action. 1 week later. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Abu. What's up?
Good morning. You're live. Let's hear you, my brother.
Yeah, I am Pascal. I'm calling one balance day Dallas market. You know what you guys always say, especially every morning when you come on the radio, it starts to feel so righteous. It is very, very true because number one, I'm one of those that voted for the government that came to power, the Unity Party government. Okay. But based on your analysis, whatsoever thing that you people discussing every morning coming to power is coming to reality. So I want to give you the credit to engage that. And many Liberians, patriotic Liberians, who is always there seeking the interest of our country.
Thank you, my brother, and we appreciate you. You know, let me tell you, my brother, you're doing the right thing. Your vote must not be an imprisonment. You vote for the right thing to happen. If it's not happening, you see other people exploiting it. You should stand with your country. Don't stand with criminals. Thank you very much. This is it, and this is what we need from you, Liberians. You stand with your country, but some of you abandon your country and doing party thing, blah, blah, blah. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Abu.
Morning, sir.
And good morning to the T. Logisboro country. Well, my name is Mohammed Johnson Fana Jr. Abu, when people they are saying this problem, people money are being used for water medication. That's the reason why the entire nation. Yeah. So, when people they are saying this problem, thank you for enlightening our people.
Thank you very much. I'll take this caller. Good morning.
Good morning,
Morning, sir. You're live.
This is Moses Fogman calling from Kiswila 1, Kwambazo County. Thank you very much for all of your show. Myself, for that, one was in the screen here. You command or you say, you must fool for that man. Yes, they all are crying, so I think you all in that.
Oh, somebody from OSC called you and told you, I say, you must vote for Baka.
Yeah, later election, and I said, no, go there for him. Or you are behind or in the queue. You're for the man for your call on the side. not being necessary. So thank you.
Okay, my brother. Thank you very much. And you see, fellow Liberians, for us, there is no reason why we will be deceptive because we are living here, our family. So we won't go for Liberia. When we see bad things happening, we'll tell you. But I don't want to sit in other places. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Morning, go ahead.
My name is Fatima. I'm from Fatima.
Go ahead. Oh, from Bachi Faji, man, go cut off the line. Good morning.
Good morning, Abu Sherry.
Morning, sir. You're live on Freedom FM.
My name Richard Blamu Asamu Wanti. I'm J West Point and I'm on next year. You know, Abu, these are things that we talk over the time. You know, I'm a fool man. The fool man has the power that says, meaning if the drum will sound, it's from the beginning the drummer will know. So these are the kind of situations that are taking place in our country. Unlike when we engage our colleagues, explaining these things to them, that no government in the world is void of misstep. But the people claim over the years that they are masters of government and governance. See the discrepancy that we are experiencing. I mean, just in 2 years, we're talking about 24 months. And look at the kind of situation that we're experiencing in our country. Today, the issue of our economic system getting so hard. I mean, every Liberian is feeling it. Every Liberian is experiencing it. I mean, from the 15th South Political Division, 73 electoral frequency in our republic. And these things are happening. But we will continue engaging them. You know, this is why I love the kind of democracy that we in. Honor a democratization process where people continue to engage people intellectually, not calling for unwanted things to happen in the country, like unlike in the past. Less than 2 years in President Weah administration, people were calling for sanctions to come on the country. And a lot of things to take place. Where are those people? We have people here paying for lobbying. For people that were lobbying, I mean for the opposition in the international community, mainly in the United States of America. But today we are experiencing this thing in our country. And what all we have to do, we that are nationalistic and patriotic, only have to engage the government, I mean intellectually, I mean explaining the real view to our people, to understand, and come the next time they will make a factual decision. Thank you, God bless you, and God save our nation.
Okay, thank you very much. Richard Asamwati Kia is going to be our final call on this segment as we will be taking this break, right? We'll be taking this break to come back. And this time we're going to have conversation about the health sector. And of course, what is going on as we speak right now. Yesterday, I received a very disturbing call, and, you know, from a friend who has a relative admitted at the JFK hospital, and they've been there for almost a week. And so, like many others, they are going there seeking, you know, medication or surgery, if you may. But then, only to get told that, unfortunately, the service that they've gone for, the practitioners in those areas have opted to take a go slow, a strike action. So about a week ago, the media reported, in fact, the press conference they had it in Nimba, where surgeons announced that
Let me see what I can get.
if the government could not address their concern that a particular Thursday was going to commence a nationwide protest, right? And that serious people we're talking about, serious sector, and the government sat down and let it to happen. And this is where we are. Families are crying, and the situation is pathetic. Mr. President, your folks at the Ministry of Health have done absolutely nothing about the shutdown of operating rooms across major public health facilities in the country, all of them, so to speak. Simply because the anesthetists have decided to go slow and lay their tools down. And this have happened for over 1 week now, almost 2 weeks. It was in sunny Kwale Nimba County, Liberia, already fragile healthcare system. It says it's bracing for a major shock as nurse anesthetists, the backbone of surgical care, announced a nationwide suspension of anesthesia services effective Thursday, January 15, 2026. As of the 15th, the people announced that they were going on their protest action. And since then, like I said, almost 1 week, right? The government has made no intervention. And even this week, the whole week by finished, the people said they're not doing nothing because the people stay on strike.
And as we speak, there has not been even negotiation started.
Absolutely not. So the only thing that's happening, because some people are critical, some people only get in 1 day time, if you do your surgery, you die. In 2 days time, you do your surgery, you die. In 3 days time, you do your surgery, you die. Across something. If we just open the phone lines for, as we're talking, for the people to call in the different hospitals, you hold your head. Or just take your time and go there and visit. But for the most disheartening part of it, or for it to be happening and the government is acting like things are normal in the country, a very critical backbone of the surgical care unit across all the public health facilities in the country announced a nationwide suspension of anesthesia services effective Thursday, January 15, 2026, and up to now. The strike action was announced and it was taken, and up to now, the government has done nothing.
So I will want to agree with former Minister Tue. And we had him here, you remember? He blamed the media for some of the happenings in our country today.
Okay.
And I think I want to agree with him on that. I was at Truth FM when the first go slow action under the WIAS administration by health workers in the country was announced. O'Neil Robert and I had a show on Truth FM that we named Talk to the President. We talked the entire day of that show, I can remember, to raise awareness or create awareness to the point that the communication director at the Ministry of Health, how you call it, Lele?
Felicia Gbese.
She had to call and make some clarity and invite, accept the fact that yes, it was something that was in progress, but yet the minute. But I'm saying this to say, since this pronouncement from the health workers, Abu, which one of the media institutions you've heard this on?
Most times only us.
But when it happened when it was announced during George Weah's regime, the health workers were planning to go on a go slow. All of the media institutions in the Republic, and those even who were corresponding for international media, could carry that story or carry those stories. But Abu, today, the media is tight-lipped As we speak, Abu, you and I spoke about patients who are confronted with the issue of dialysis. Abu, they will go at the Ministry of Health, they will go at the JFK, the government will collect $75, 80 United States dollars from them, and will refuse or will fail to do their process because the machines were down. How many radio or media institutions in this country highlighted that? Whether it is happening now or not, we don't care. But it is happening. Whether it is happening there, the media is tight-lipped on it because there are certain group of individuals in charge. Josh Weah is not there. Samuel Tua is not minister. Jefferson Koji is not MCC man. So all of them now, so long they're not there, the new breed of people, they are the ones that get Liberia. So we must keep tight-lipped on these things. And they are life-threatening circumstances. Listen to what Abu just read. You know how many patients today who are confronted at various government health facilities in this country, they are not being attended to?
Absolutely.
Because the people that are supposed to attend to them are on go slow. How many radio stations in the country now talk about that? I challenge anybody. But when Josh Weah were there, we could run with all those stories.
So you know what it did, Hagar? And let me say, you can even go on my page. For me, yeah, they say, oh, we're going to go for the bad news. No, these are not bad news. These are good news. These are what the critical media is supposed to be reporting. This is the news. We're not PR. The government has more than 100 PRs. I am not supposed to be doing the PR's job. No. Where the government is falling short is what I'm supposed to bring up. So we wrote about this. But it coincided with the U.S. visa suspension. And you understand? So because most of our guys like to be sensational and all of that, and sometimes some of them are deliberately compromised. So they use it as a means to ignore this thing that is about, this is life-threatening. And I like the one you brought about international media reporter. You know, we have our own brother, my own friend, Moses Gassi, who was reporting for VOA and then BBC subsequently. And those were the guys very energized. Pim, 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 they'll ring BBC call. But people are dying. You know, we have a system where these things, there's no way to track it and give account on a day and hourly basis as a result of this crack. How many lives has been lost? How many patients have gone into very critical conditions? And let me tell you, those, because for you, the ordinary people, you may not know what this actually means. The people we're talking about, they're very critical in the hospital, especially the operation section. As soon as they close, I mean, the whole operation section of the hospital is not working, right? Who are those is going to affect? It says, the drastic action declared by the Liberia Association of Nurse Anesthetists, LANA, threatens to halt surgeries across public hospitals and health facilities, putting emergency care, maternal services, and life-saving operations in jeopardy. Right? Life-saving operation. Let's say you get someone an internal kidney issue, you need to do someone an operation, forget it. You will carry that patient to the hospital. For the past 1 week now, it has been like that. So you can imagine in your head how many people have died in the hospital. What have been passing around, going, Guinea, coming here, going. People, Liberians people, he came to rescue their mom, their pa, their relatives are dying in the hospitals. Not in private hospital, in public hospital, they're dying. They're dying because the very critical aspect of the surgical room have said that we have concerns, and I'll read you those concerns that the government is seemingly incapable of addressing, and they are prepared to risk the life of all of us. What does it mean to be a Liberian and live in Liberia today? It means extreme vulnerability. Malaria can kill you. The government is not putting medicine in the hospitals, and you can die from anything, right? Or you can be beaten. We are extremely vulnerable. Policemen can grab you, beat you with baton and wound you. Policemen can fire you and kill you. Nothing come out of it. Somebody can take advantage, grab your son and sodomize them. Nothing comes out of it. Somebody can rape your 13-year-old child and they will rationalize it and nothing comes out of it. What kind of country are we?
And those things will happen only because those individuals feel they are connected to the power that be.
Absolutely.
The people that disrespecting the laws of our country, I will do it. What thing will come from inside? My power to their place, my power at their pressing.
In this period, for those of you that have pregnant women, pray very well while this strike is on, right? That when your woman reports to the hospital, she must not be taking. It must not be a case that have to go see serious sessions.
So about just quickly, while talking about the violation of the laws and orders in our country, during the county meet final, security forces at the Samarkand Those Post Complex were preventing business owners or marketers, people who were going to sell, they were preventing them from carrying bottle substances on the field or within the fence. But the HR had her people there who were selling. They could bring the crepes, they could bring the beer bottle, the stout, the whatever they wanted to bring.
Mm-hmm.
So it only tells you that people who are within the system, their laws are different from people that are outside of the system. So at that point, they did not care about the safety of those who were going on the field, but yeah, that the HR family and let it sell, that the HR market, let it sell.
So it tells you, so this is animal farm. Animals with 2 legs are good. And animals with 2 legs are not good. Animals with 4 legs are good, right? So that is the culture. So emergency services equally. Like something happened, you have an emergency with your patient, you go to the hospital, you'll be turned down because the people who are supposed to rush to you, arrange you, prepare you, and all of that, those people are not there at the hospitals. They've shut down. They're protesting. The government has refused to look at them. You carry your be better could be turned down because nobody there to arrange her, nobody there to look after her, and this is an emergency. This is an emergency, right? Life-saving operations, carry your old folks, and they could die under a rescue government because health workers in this very critical sector, they forewarned that they were going to protest. President Baga said to hell with them.
Nothing has been
He
said.
summoned no emergency intervention.
The Ministry of Health is still there.
Absolutely not. They are still going to Calabash and chilling. They were on the field enjoying themselves, drinking while health workers were on strike. Families were dying.
Why even monkey pop is on an extra level?
Right? So, speaking at a press conference or press briefing in Sanikole on Wednesday, Lana Nimba County Coordinator Say Cyrus Kendon said the decision was not taken lightly but was forced by years of underpayment, neglect, and broken promises by successive government. Comes January 15, 2025, we will be taking a decisive stand that may alter surgical services nationally. Kendall warned. Anesthesia services by our members will be suspended to draw national attention to our suffering. So this is the critical nature of the action, and they believe that just by the signal that anesthesia services will be suspended,
in
fact, that the president will go there because this is how critical it is. The president did not care, and this is where we are. And somebody say it's okay. These guys in power, they have the money to go Ghana and other places with their children. They say we are safeguard. So we safeguard lives, yet we are ignored. Anesthetists play a silent but decisive role in surgery, controlling pain, managing airways, stabilizing critical ill patients, and keeping mothers and newborns alive. Yet, according to Lana, they remain among the most undercompensated health professionals in the country. You can get the doctors there. When you don't have these people, nothing's going to go on. How is the doctor going to carry out if the doctor finish slashing the patient for operation, who's going to go there and provide the necessary care to ensure that the person remains safe. And no doctor in their right mind will even carry out any surgery in the absence of these people. The government says they don't care to help anybody that got to do surgery. Let the people die. I think this is the message. Let the people die in a rescue government. And this is what that comes out. Because if the people came and told you that we will be protesting, and this is how critical our services are. He added that the harsh working conditions faced by anesthetists are often invisible to the public. Of course, many people don't even know. Patients see the surgery, but they don't see the tears and frustration behind the anesthesia care that keeps them alive. We don't wish to serve with grieving hearts a dying profession. The professionals are the backbone of Liberia's surgical service, Kendall added, yet they are pushed to the edge. 99% of surgery depend on us. While acknowledging the role of physicians, Lana emphasized that nearly all surgeries in Liberia depend on nurse anesthetists. About 99% of successful surgeries rely on nurse anesthetist expertise, Kendall stated. And nearly 98% of these professionals are nurses who spend between 5 to 9 years in training. He explained that anesthetists are deeply involved in patient care long before surgery begins, from pre-operative assessments to emergency interventions. We are the ones who meet patients the night before elective surgeries and hour before emergencies. As soon as you carry emergency patient, the person coming that day will come to you. But when you carry emergency patient, the people that's will be looking after you before the doctor come and nobody there. You will lie down there and you will die. Will you not? This is what we have. They're stealing the money. The people who are supposed to protect and ensure that all the talking we're doing, we are able to live safe in our country.
So somebody say that the people that can put you to sleep.
And Martha Morris is there at the Ministry of Health, right? For administration, she's there and this thing is happening. She was the one mobilizing people to do your harmonize my vote. I will harmonize your harmonize my salary or harmonize your vote. At least doing harmonization, would you see these critical people going on strike? At least doing harmonization, doctors who were complaining salary got increased. So who on a salary in a sector that rescue government will increase? Becomes the question.
The people whose salary they said they were increasing, the people complaining that their salary hasn't been increased.
Who welfare?
We said it the last time. The people were deducting money from your USD account, changing it, putting it to your Liberty account, making it a sound heavy.
At least Propo can say Propo there will no Propo not yet anymore, but doctors will always live to say and remember that during Propo time our salary got taken from $800, $700 to over $2,000. So who in the country, which sector will say when rescue came, our life begin improve from this level to that level? Anesthetists are protesting. They have abandoned their jobs, Mr. President. Liberian families, Liberian people are dying. Operation patients, pregnant women, and their babies are dying.
Health workers allow Martha Morris to use them to campaign for her personal interest. Today, Martha is deputy minister. She cares about what you're saying. Martha being somebody who is from who came directly from the practical part of this entire health sector. She came from the hospital. Martha's supposed to be that person who should understand or supposed to understand issues involving or concerning health workers in this country. Any kind of health workers. Martha's supposed to be at the forefront. When she heard this, oh no, I can't happy because you know what it is. But today, Martha use your harmonize my salary and harmonize your vote. Today, Martha led that charge and she's deputy minister for administration today. The de facto minister at the Ministry of Health. Your concerns are no longer of interest to her. But guess what? Few years of election, they will start to act like they are in your interest, and it becomes the same old issue.
So we know every day we talk about this thing until something happens, because for life, we're not coming here me taking thing what people parents dying. We will not. We'll keep hammering this until something is done. They see where they can find money to go sit down in Uganda to be drinking liquor. They say they're having conference. They must pay the people.
So the entire government came on the table. It came to the leadership with no plans for Liberian people. So that now they're drafting the
plan. Don't go drink liquor until they're concubines from
why are they carrying so no close counties? They carry Uganda because at the open play at the daybreak. They not many of your ministers slept there. They will not come home until Sunday. Many of them will be lying to their family, say their own engagement there. They will not come back until Sunday.
So from the stealings in the health sector to the neglect from the stealing in the education sector, now we are on the neglect in the health sector. Let's hear what's your thought.
0776 104 104 0886 500 104 plus 231 886 500 104 are the numbers. You can call us on here this morning and be a part of the conversation here on Freedom 87.
Yeah, if some of you are at the hospitals and you experience it, you won't call your names, no problem. Call and talk to us.
Go ahead, you live.
Yeah, my name is
Go ahead.
You know, this is not a very good look for equally. Just last week, I had my younger brother and see admitted at a hospital. I got it in the loss night. We lost her, and there was nothing at the hospital. The after we spent all the money, we spent close to 80,000 ORS. Just for a week. JSK. And today, these people that were talking, you harmonize our salary, you harmonize their vote. Expecting that this government was going to do something extraordinary than what the previous government was doing. So, you know, it is shameful on your part for them to start doing it also in a type of hating way. They don't want to pay to the press because it is shameful.
No, they came out, right? They came out and people are going through it, but it is the government that's suppressing it because the government has already reached out to radio stations and newspaper and tell them not to lift it. So people are dying, but people are silent on it. But we are insisting that no, we're going to talk about it.
It is the innocent people now who are suffering from that.
That's correct.
It is the innocent people. Look, the thing that people put themselves in, this is what they are reaping.
So what is Gafron Finance Minister? What is he really doing?
We want to do that. Gafron said for increased salary, people will be taking and pay 2 times a week, all these things, all these rhetoric and see that they can pay for people.
Thank you very much.
Let's talk to somebody else. Morning.
That's Joka saying that one.
Good morning.
Wait to see how they will do that.
Morning, Peter, sir.
Yeah, let me finally give it out to the two of you who are dedicated your service to, to inform our people. Let me just thank you. To the issue. We will always say, as long as the name Joseph Yuma Baka is federal law, there is bound to be bad news every day. But I said this, and CDC has been working on it. At the bottom of 2029, there are going to be a lot of people there. You see people that call friends here, all that one thousand that I said that I came from.
Go ahead, man.
They want to start this group. They are going to confront tomorrow 2029 because all of them are going to be at that parent. Those are people who are a group for this government. They pretend in the past to be group, but they are in fact a government, religious council, council of churches, council of Muslim council, all of them. Why you see the president look at idiocy as well? They don't stack it. And only few of you guys are flanking it.
Okay.
A lot of things happening. Look at the accident at Araku Patania. See the nature of the accident. Nobody discussing it. All of the bias is out of there. Nobody wants to talk about it. Only few of you guys.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Let's talk to somebody else. Good morning. You want to walk away from where you are, please?
Yeah,
Go ahead.
I'm looking for
Go ahead.
I don't know what I'm saying on both. What the government will not give them ears.
No, but the government must be made to give them ears because it is not the government people family dying, the Liberian people dying. So the government must be made to give them ears. No, there is money. You just stop saying that there is money. The post stealing them. You hear about the millions they're stealing from the Bureau of State Enterprise and MCSS. They say no money. Government telling you that they hire I don't know how many person in the Ministry of Finance that what thing they paying them with that water and that money. If they can hire 15 people in 2025. Then think about how many people government can hire in 2024. All right, let's paying those people money. Why they can't pay the nurses?
Good morning.
How you doing, man?
Go ahead.
Morning,
Edmond.
Yeah, we should even be shame ourselves whether you are supporter or not to talk about no money. How do you have $1.2 billion that you say no money? I can hear this. How have been the very budget? Ellen Johnson Sully, George Weah, how much was the budget? And we're trying to fund these medical institutions. In fact, so mostly a government institution were on the basis of free services. But now, when they came about the moment I started hearing them, putting fees to everything that they do in the hospital, I knew that we're headed for trouble. So there is no argument about money being around or money not around. Besides the $1.2 billion, look at the luxurious life they are living. You have a person that is using two different set of cars. He got one to use it on the quota. The one that he going in the interior where there will not be no quota, he used one there. So what are we talking about? When you go to the hospital, if your wife is ready to go at any government hospital, what happens? They will tell you. If you deliver by yourself, this is why you will pay. If you want to go operation, this is why you will pay. And even if you go, if they are for whether you're not on to go operation, it is compulsory that you deposit that money, quote unquote, that if your wife don't go on operation, you're going to be refunded. And once the woman deliver by herself, that money can never be refunded. So they are scary situation around us. We need to start about it and say to you guys, it's not about them. Because they have the opportunity to take their family out of the country for treatment. But we are here, we got nowhere to go, we're going right here. So it is going to let the public and the international community know that things are not actually okay. But they are pretending to paint the picture like things are okay, but things are not okay. So thanks to you guys this morning for flagging this issue.
Thank you, Edmond, for your participation as well. Let's talk to somebody else. Morning.
I've turned into death camps. Let's hear you. Good morning. The government has turned its blind eye on the situation.
0776104104 are the numbers. You can call us on just right here and be a part of the conversation this morning. 776104104 Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Abu. Jefferson Silver calling from the Virgin Secret District.
Go ahead.
Abu, from the look of things in the government, it seems to be our president is not in charge of the government. The president Akin said that he came to fight corruption. Corruption is in a hard increase now. People can't understand how our country
because I don't know. I mean, the whole health sector, all the surgery rooms, everything closed, and the president acting like no man, he even know what's going on. This is terrible.
Hello? Okay, he left the line. 0776104104 86500-104 are the numbers.
Even now, as we are speaking, there's somebody in critical condition that's almost losing their life. Right? You're in a country and human being dying. This is mass murder. This is government sanctioned murder because this is absolute negligence on the part of the government. How you sit down and allow the people to leave the surgery room vulnerable and our people are dying? All the human beings that would die as a result of this go slow is on the president. Of course.
0776-104-104-086-500-104 are the numbers. You can call us on here this morning and be a part of the conversation here this morning on Freedom 87.9. So, what's the okay? Let's get this from here. Good morning.
Good morning.
Go ahead, you're live.
Yeah, my name is Charles Booth. I call you from Louisiana.
Go ahead.
Mm-hmm.
I see no reason why the health workers should be striking. Because these were the people that brought the government to power, but now I expect them to be eating honey. Why are they trying to punish our people for something that...
But if they brought the people to power and the people are not living up to their promises to them, right? But the action they're taking affecting the country, no? They lie to the people.
And you see the thing about corruption. Joseph Boakai cannot swear corruption when he is corrupt. You get me?
Okay.
When you say you're coming to swear corruption, you should want that you should be clean. Your hands should be clean. Is it when you push equality should come with clean hands? But if your hand is still cookie down, you think all people when they put it in the hand, all places you will stop it? They can stop it. This government is just a mad show that we brought upon ourselves in this country.
Okay.
And I for one, I told my people in former district that the government was not going to do anything for them. But they didn't listen. They went ahead electing this new woman to just suffer in the country. Yeah, thank you, man.
Thank you too for your participation. This person is next. Good morning. You want to walk away from where you are, or I should cut you off? Go ahead. Hello? Good morning. Go ahead. All right. All right. Thank you. Thank you. Let's talk to somebody. Morning. 0776-104-104-86-500-104. The numbers. You can call us on right here to be a part of the conversation this morning. You are next. Morning. Hello. The line is bad off. We can continue with you. 0776-104-104-086-500-104 plus 231-86-500-104.
So Higa, where are they really rescuing
pockets? They're rescuing the pockets, Abu. Because looking at the country since January 18, 2024, we can see that government officials' physical morphology have improved. Their living conditions have improved. The where they were living before, you look at it now, it is upgraded. Boakai is today able to purchase adjacent properties around his home in the rehab. Boakai is today able to develop his farm in Bapulu County. So far, let's talk to this person. Morning. 0776-104-104-086-500-104. So all of these things are happening, but yet the common people who are supposed to be the direct beneficiary of their country's resources are the ones crying today. Boakai costs 1 point something million. Boakai is always riding private jet. all of these things, yeah. But yet the common people complaining. Bwaka is every day wearing customized coats, and in fact, customized dress code every time. That country money he using. Bwaka was not using that thing, but the code that Bwaka had before our Roche code. And we showed you yesterday.
P had about code.
You had one brown trouser, one brown shirt. I was really dying here when he was in opposition. But today, Bwaka every day he wear customized
clothes. Two set of cars. Flying private jet. Okay, we ain't got a problem with that one. Then your lieutenant stealing, we're talking about it, ignore it, like you're not listening. Have Bwaka say, Papa, the point talking to us, we get a problem. You ignoring them.
Let's talk to this person. Morning. Good morning.
Good morning to Ega.
Morning. Not come with my direct call phone because it is down, so you have to. You know, around me. I know you're calling me.
Okay, I get problem. I get issue. Abu, you said to asking the no problem. So to the issue, my son.
But you don't call me. You call me where?
I'll call you.
No.
Check your baseball.
I hope you miss my number.
Oh, okay, baby, I miss it. So to the issue now, my son. I know why you're talking for the people. It can be angry.
No, we're talking for my CC. The thing is, the people that go into the hospital, it can be anybody. It can be your relative. It can be anybody. So that is it. When there is system failure, it affects everybody, and it is the government responsibility. We can't be paying tax to the government. Then we say we feel. No, we'll talk about it. That's our job.
Yeah, we'll talk about it, but let us feel the peace, Abu. Tell us the testing machine where when you bring somebody down, they just all call it. We have to okay, I'll bring the machine. So they want to say FTMC and your own. Bad. Abu, run my bad. We have to bring the machine soon. Or anybody land my daughter rape me. I will bring machine this morning. My government will bring it. So they will just get to the everything is down. The damage of person will come in. We have to come to we will sort of material will break their object. So guess what? Not taking all that. So it's that they are priority down. And what they put it? They for everything damage at the end. But what you mean, right? Yes, any machine to yes, it. Or you get a man and say, then you get looking for practice to do check up. So it's for my logic. So people is looking for that for in the street. What get take it, brother, pay, brother. No, let's say the doctor, they were sick here. You will go because they say you will go somewhere say how many your photo there. They are feeling the beat. We are feeling we have. That's why two animal friends that they grab get there. We are going to finish it today. But they didn't let me. So it's something even young. I didn't see it today, but it's something young. I'm talking for them. Only we are not doing what we saw the thing, bro. We said the men are coming. What when you want beat you? For us, I'm not saying what for us. What when you want beat you? What come on, let me want to do. Little power. He was destroy everything. He was steal our country money. He said, "Freedom." What happened? They tell him about what you got say. We pay salary 2,000 the box. Are you get serious? Are you serious? So Abu, the market here, so who say? What is the president the country?
So when you pay 7, which is your responsibility to do? I mean, you solve labor problem.
What is I guess Abu? And they say what's up? They say what's up? LINDGER. What's up?
Correct.
What take it off? Thank you.
Correct.
What is your business?
We agree already, man. We agree. Morning.
Good morning, Viva Abu.
Morning.
And good morning to Viga Gona. My name is Sherry. I join you from Broadview.
You want to just walk away a bit from where you are? Yeah.
Okay, thank you for the discussion. Sorry. You see, Brother Abu, you know, the citizens of this country during 2023 election, they don't understand the meaning of rescue mission. Our big brothers from the other side, which is what the Unity Party, the former government official by then, they were going down the drain because the opportunity was given to them 12 years and they shoot everything. So there was no opportunity for them. Instead of they come on with a particular title rescue mission so that they can come back to power, to endure. Because first back in 2017, 2020, 2021, 2023, the physical law of the current president of this country, General Boakai, we are almost in his grave. But today,
they were very dilapidated.
Absolutely, but today when you see General Boakai wearing a shoe that is worth $500 to $600 a year or $1,000, General Boakai is using a $1.8 million vehicle. But today, we do see that the Latino people will say come back to power. We see how best to reconcile the citizens of this country. They're not working in the interest of the right people. They will make a difference. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. Do not get misled. I sent you something on a link, right? Do not get misled to believing that this government is in it for the interest of the people and will do anything different or better. In countries where things are done differently and better, you will see in Sierra Leone right here, right? The Anti-Corruption Commission arresting individuals and seizing properties belonging to members of the Revenue Authority because they collect they collect the money for the country, they divert it to a personal use. You know how many of that happening in Liberia? And one big revenue collector became rich mayor that the children was singing song for. Revenue collection. You call the man who collecting the money for the country is getting richer than the country. That in Liberia, you can see it. All the buggers to LRA, the good, solid, but the country not get money. Even the border post, the custom post that is backward and dilapidated, and even get good functioning laptop correct, but go see the mansion that they are building. But they collect the money for the country. The country in order to pull state of the art infrastructure
the
there.
person that they are richer than the person that they're working for. The person who paying you is richer than him because of how they're stealing from the country. Some of them, if you check their private accounts, oh yes, they got money more than some of the institutions, the money that are allocated for them. But it's terrible. This is Liberia for us. Abu, time is fast, man.
Yeah, we got to go. We've set ours. We'll be here tomorrow and in solidarity and making sure that the president must go in and of course fulfill his promise to the health workers. Fulfill a promise to them. And if these people will remain on their go slow and the nation will watch, right? Their family die and still defend a failed stealing government, so be it. But that wouldn't stop us from talking. And the war, we remember that we were here, we were speaking and we were exposing, care less about the feelings that some of you have. Some of you got unnecessary feelings of anger. You do not have the capacity to confront us, so you sit in your corner. You just get yourself angry all of the time. You didn't get the capacity to confront us now because we are seeing truth. And some of you, we got your records, so you can just sit in the background and talk loosely, but come to the. You see, we're speaking publicly. So we're not afraid. But like, hey guys, we gotta go, man. This is sad.
And we'll be here tomorrow. Champions League football returns today. 2 many clubs are playing. Check to see whether your club is not playing today or is playing today.
So who's Baga playing?
Baga is playing my Liberian brothers. Tomorrow they are going to be playing Slava Prague. They are going to be playing Oscar Dole, even though Divantia is in there and Emmanuel Fury as well.
Support Baga.
At that point, I will support
the Liberian.
Whatever the result, I'll be the twins mother at that point.
No twins mother. My man, no, you can't.
So why you here? You can be supporting Madrid.
I no support Madrid against.
You supported Madrid when Sekou Jabate was playing for CSKA
when that
Moscow.
time reached, we thought that one, but no. So Sparta, Slava Prague, and
so unapologetically, I'm going for Barcelona. That's the
moment. So the labyrinth you through.
No. So, unapologetically,
when that
I'm
ball
going for
win
Barcelona.
that game, it's a proud for Liberia.
If in score, I will appreciate.
No,
but
no, no.
no.
If they win-
On a fair footing, Slovakia can defeat Barcelona today. Tomorrow. I should say.
Hey, Lord. But this is it, man. We're gonna be here tomorrow, and until we see you, do have yourself a wonderful time. Our house out to all of those left abandoned at the different medical facilities across the country because of the reckless abandonment from the government. We're gonna keep talking and keep pushing. We hope the partners can lift this and take this. Let's run with it and let the government be responsible. That's all we are asking from them. My name is Abu Hega was here. Bye bye.